To explain this phenomenon, it's like commentating on yourself while you're dancing. And it's almost like ridiculous. My arm goes out to the side, my hips go this way, I stamp my leg. Like the process is just kind of clunky. And it's the process itself of figuring out. It's like seeking an understanding. And this seeking of understanding is one part of the experience. To alchemize something is to transmute it. And to transmute something is, like an example that comes to mind would be of Christ turning water into wine. You take one substance and you make it into another. And this is an example of something physical, something tangible. Like this log, it would burn if the fire was hot enough. As it is, it would take a strong fire. I can cut it into smaller pieces and it'll be easier to burn. But if I dry it out, it'll become flammable. This is the process of alchemy. This is something physical, this is something tangible. I can wash dishes, I can turn something dirty clean. But what of me? What of this vessel? What of this human experience? What does alchemy mean from an introspective point of view? I recognize that my lens is dirty, so whatever I point my lens at is going to move through this filter of impurity. And for everyone, this impurity is different. It takes on a different shape. The impurity that I identify with, or that I notice, or that I experience, that I dance with, that I flirt with, that is here, that is present. There has to be a level of acceptance, of recognizing that I see this. I see this part of myself that is affecting my environment, and I recognize that something is out of balance. There is a misharmony between my inner world and the outer world. And this is appearing in bitterness. It appears as a victim mindset. And the recurring theme or topic is this notion of being upset with the way things are. Like throwing a tantrum at the way things are. Being upset that the sky is blue. Throwing a hissy fit, comparing myself to others. Being convinced of a lie. You know, this is all quite abstract, and if I want to understand myself, and I realize I'm just having a conversation with myself. And this conversation with myself is alchemy, and it is transmuting. And to be present with my current experience is this: I'm living in a community, and I just went to have breakfast. We all have breakfast together. And some things I noticed is that it changes. It changes with each moment. But this morning, there was only one or two people that would willingly want to give me attention and would enjoy the interaction. And there was a denseness and a heaviness, and I could see it reflected. And in these moments, how do I not take it personally? And it's something that on one hand I could interpret as a slight, and I realized that if I was any lower energy or in a more unconscious state of mind, this would have really triggered me. But today, I see that what appears to be a negative is a positive. And what I'm interpreting of this situation is that I want to be alone to have this exact experience, this exact conversation. And it's a blessing. And it's such a blessing that I get to be me and I get to have this experience. And there's an aspect of poor little me. No one wants to be your friend. And then the flip side of that is I get to hang out with myself. And I can feel a storm inside me. And this dance with wrath, with rage, it's an energy, it's a fuel. And the process of transmutation and alchemy is step one. I need to accept what is. What is this? I put a label on it, I put a word on it. Like rage, like wrath, resentment, bitterness, envy, insecurity, worthlessness, shame, guilt. All these words, they are describing the phenomenon of discontent or separation, ignorance, ignorant of knowing my worth, knowing my connection here. So this, like this here, is an opportunity for me to hold hands with this energy, this wrath. This is one of the few experiences where I can give it 100% and not hurt anyone. I get to feel my rage fully. And from this experience, it transmutes into something. And I wanted to share that this is a process of transmutation, that I am in the dark, and I wanted to share this journey, with me of transmutation. Watch in live detail, feel the vibration of my voice, feel how it is solemn. There is joy there, but it will come once the work has been done. I know I am loved, I know I am accepted, mentally, intellectually, and I want to feel it. I want to feel it to my core. I I want to befriend this fire, this wrath. I want to feel it move through my throat, out my mouth, and to see the light. Let's begin. Getting warm. If I'm lost in a jungle, in a forest, and I find a map, is the map useful at all if I don't know where I am? The map shows me where I need to go. But how can I get there if I don't know where I am? How can I get to point B if I'm unsure of point A? So how do I figure out point A? I'm familiar with this tale. It's a story I've told many times. Point A is acceptance. What is acceptance? Acceptance isn't an emotional response, you know. Say something arises, an experience happens, and I respond and I react to that experience. Let's say gratitude. Something happens to me and then I choose to be grateful for it. That's not acceptance. Acceptance would be the acknowledgement of having the power to choose gratitude. In my current situation, acceptance would be that something, I'm upset by something, or something has upset me, or I've allowed something to upset me. I've given my power away. I have, it's like I've become what I despise. And what I despise at the moment, what I'm allowing to bother me is this feminine notion of being frustrated by a lack of accountability. It's just can remain aware that if I lacked the patience, I'd already be weeping. And the closer I get, the dirtier the lens. It's like zooming in on the dirt, on the dust. And this process of alchemy is going into the storm. It's going into the turmoil. Beast. Oh, jeez. And there is a thought around becoming emotional, and this process of going out into the storm, going into the mud, going into the murkiness is how do you go into the darkness and not let the darkness extinguish your light? And what if your candle, what if the wax that your flame depended on was the expression of emotion? And if I prevent the flow of emotion to sustain the light of the vision, does the flame go out? It's like I am telling myself to go into the rain, and then a voice is saying, don't get wet. Go lie in the sun. Don't get warm. Don't you dare get a tan. I'm choosing to transmute and alchemize this. And there is a fear of being drowned in the emotion that wants to come out. How can I swim underwater and not be drowned? How do I allow what is to flow through me and not give it a name? How can I grieve without an attachment of grief? How can I be without a thought of not being? Let's go. This is a beast. through the middle. Start taking off the sides. If what I perceive this density to be, because I've labeled it to be dense, what if this density is also a light, and staring at the center of it is like looking at the sun, is that it's somewhat blinding. So how can I look to the light coming off the source, you know, the edge of it? It's like if I focus on the edges, I'll get to the middle. And I desire the release of this emotion. There's part of me that's attached to it. And there will be relief in feeling it. But my desire for truth surpasses the desire for temporary relief. Like I can squeeze a muscle and feel it, but I want to know what the muscle is. And the experiences I'm having, what it appears as what's being reflected to me is showing me where needs my attention, where to go, what to do. And if I'm not confronted by that, I will be led home. If I cannot take personal, this storm, how do I not take it personally? I am of service. I serve you. I serve humanity. This is how I serve. I transmute. There is no energy I cannot transmute. There is no log that I cannot split. I chose this, and I choose this. I am not seeking emotion. Emotion is there. I am not justifying, nor am I gratifying. I am surrender. Surrender is not what we think it is. If I just detach and let go, this is what is here. This is acceptance. If I just relax and be with what is and refrain from giving it structure, from giving it a name, allowing it to flow. When we look at a river, it's actually impossible to focus on a droplet of water. observing this energy that flows through me is like observing a river, and that desperate nature to contain a droplet of water in hopes to understand the river. Grasping its smoke. You will become fuel. You're strong. You're a beast. Jeez. Johnson. Again. The idea comes to mind of, let's say, an animal like a lion gets an injury and the state it goes in when it's vulnerable is this like lashing out. It's attacking its environment to protect itself because it's wounded. And there's a part of this experience that is not physical, that gets wounded, and not in a way that bleeds, but in a way that prevents energy flowing most naturally. And I recognize this lashing out, and it comes in many forms, but the form that I experience is the blaming the environment, condemning the environment, being upset with how others are utilizing their energy, or the story I say is tell myself is they're unconscious, or they're not aware, and this does nothing to transmute the energy. It's like a story I tell myself to comfort myself. And I can see it unfolding. Like I am witnessing the transmutation of this process, and I'm grateful for you for being here on this journey, because there's a level of accountability that if you weren't here with me now, maybe I would go and soothe myself. And there's things I can do, I could do yoga, breath work, lift some weights, sing some songs, hug a tree. But what if I don't want to soothe? What if I want to accept? I want to accept. I'm not looking for a band-aid for this wound. I'm not looking for an answer of you feel this way because of this, whatever the story, fuck the story. What I want is to just be the river, unafraid of any emotion. Get out of the way, cling, react, tense. This is what I notice. I think part of accepting is I think I know what I want. What if I can let that go? My heart knows what it wants. When this beast rises, when the storm picks up, I'm noticing that there's a lack of mindfulness and a lack of awareness. And I'm just seeing now that just by standing in it, and not even telling myself to be patient, but just being with the experience, I notice I come back to my senses, and this isn't like returning to rational thought. It's like a physical experience of recognizing the light that's received by my eyes, noticing that my ears are receiving sounds, noticing that there is a ground beneath my feet. Coming to my senses is coming into this body and into this experience, and the storm is outside. The storm isn't inside, the storm is outside. Oh. Did you know to be delusional means to not play? If you look into the origin of the word. So the notion of being delusional is to take oneself seriously. And I think it's important to be authentic and to be sincere, but serious. So tight. It's so constraining. It's such a firm belief in something. Belief is so fragile. Such a fragile experience. And there are beliefs that I am aware of, and there are beliefs that I'm unaware of. And now I notice I'm just looking for shit to say when there is wood to be split. Yeah, pretty good.
Are you doing like a video?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. bouncy, 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 bouncy. Amused by this resisting what we're afraid of on one hand, and then desiring what we're afraid of. It's like the thing itself is the exact same. I'm either like a fear of feeling myself, whatever that means, right? Is actually what I desire most. I desire to feel myself fully, and whatever that looks like. It's not being how I'm supposed to be. It's not contorting myself to blend in. It's like wanting what I am already. It's, the idea is ludicrous. It becomes so twisted in avoiding what we most desire. Do you think the flame is afraid of being burnt? Do you think consciousness fears becoming conscious? Is water afraid of being wet? How lovely. I thought I needed someone else to know myself. How wrong I've been. I know that only I can witness all of myself. No one else. honored to share this. Let me take a piss. Need to check something. Even releasing the waters from the body is part of the process. It's like when like this process of acceptance, whatever that is, there's a process of emotion occurring. And part of this processing is discarding, giving it back to the earth. The cycle continues. The flame is not afraid to be burnt. Is the human afraid to be human? Oh wow. Is light afraid to be bright? Is a song afraid to be danced to? Is my expression afraid to be witnessed? Utter nonsense. I need a bib to catch all the drool spilling from my mouth. That's amusing. This piece does not excite me. Look at that. You already pissed me off. Just looking at you. Ridiculous. Jeez. Oh, man. Part of me wonders why I give myself such a task. When you are providing warmth, it will be worth it. But even then, is that all you are? What thoughts will you help me process? You are more than just a thing. You are more than just light and warmth. You are alchemy. Whoa. You are alchemy of mind. Come on. Break. Bend. Okay. What do we got there? Progress. Get some. Is that all you got? Yes. I feel you now. Yeah. Okay. Relax. I notice when the movement or the action is emotional, and this is the cause of injury. I can always remain in my body. Oh, baby. My body temperature is changing. I feel something coming to the surface. There's a noticing of wanting to lay down, wanting to sleep. I can feel it. I can feel something stirring. The process. Part of the process is that I'm not actually steering the experience. I'm just observing it and commentating on it. And the whole while I don't know what it is. I just compare it to things. Like I feel a tingling in the top of my head, which I would interpret. I would interpret a sense of receiving. This is, and then can I lean into it? If I notice a tingling, then what happens when I give that tingling my attention? And then I remain mindful, simple mindfulness. My eyes, my nose, my lips, my ears, my feet, my hands, my body, my breath. I stay here. And I stay with the tingling. There's a door at the top of my head, and I open this door. I open this door to you. watch what happens. I detach. I do not react. I listen. I listen. And I keep my feet on the ground. My attention upon this. This is the part of alchemy that is received. We do the work, we move the fire, we dance with the fire. Blessings are received. I don't know how to put words to this sensation of a kite being carried high, and the higher I go, the more I see, the more I see. It's a humility, the feeling of humility of that what I thought was dark was just fuel. And to not be attached, to not get attached to this. It's just a happening. Because this would be the light of the duality, of the middle path. The shadow and the light. But how do I detach from both? How do I let both be? Because even attachment to the light, even wanting this and naming it, it's beautiful. Whatever it is, it's still the same experience. It's still the same dance. Why label it? Why attach to it? Still lost in a jungle. Whether the feeling is pleasant or unpleasant. I'm given strength. Use it. Let's go. That sunk. So often I would get to this point and think the work is done. Yes. I feel like I'm being lifted up. My feet are still on the earth. And I know what this means. That sensation of elation. Being filled with an energy, with a fuel. It's preparing me to transmute what comes next. I I chose this. I choose this. The delusion returns. There is a seeking, there is a searching for meaning in this current experience. Focus. Focus on the task at hand. No amount of pleasant feeling is gonna split this wood for me. No quality of thought or experience is gonna change the fact that I need warmth, I need water, I need fuel. I can go at time. Sustaining on prana. I can go a while. But at some point, flesh requires flesh. Did I come here? You're done, my friend. Did I come into this physical experience to leave it? Did I, I find myself in a physical body. I am here, I am human. Is the purpose of humanity to become not human? It just doesn't align. I came here to experience the full breadth of experience. This is the middle path. It is all of it. I want all of it. I do not pick and choose. I do not have favorites. I am not one that would pick one moment over another. It is the combination, the collection, the culmination of these experiences that is. It is all of it. All of it. What is it? Who is it that is experiencing this? Who is aware of the senses? Who is aware of the light pouring in? Do I react to it? Is it going to quench my thirst? Oh! That felt good. That did not. Can I get through this? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Alrighty. The belly of the beast. I knew it would come down to this. Okay. Wasn't what I expected. This can fit. I'll try to halve you You're being hard, motherfucker. Let's fucking go. Tired of your kind. There is a lot happening that is beyond my understanding. It's like this primal mind. Do you know this? Do you know this primal mind? It's instinct. It's surviving. And something I'm just remembering, right? Because it's a dance of chaos. Storm, right? And I'm reminded that the sensation is here, but it wants to go to the earth. Like I'm a servant. I'm a servant of the earth. I'm a servant of consciousness. I'm a bridge. And part of being a bridge is that the energy is coming in here, and part of my job, just like splitting the wood, part of my job is to ground this energy and bring it to earth. And to do that, I focus here. Why? Because this is the earth realm. This is the connection. This is what connects the light spectrum to the earth through the legs, through the base of the spine. It's the bottom rung. I focus here. I focus here. And it's something I have been doing that each and every moment. Stay here. Keep the energy here. Stay human. It is from humanity that I am able to witness all of this. If I am more than human, then I will experience it when I am more than a human. Right now I am a human, so I will experience my humanity. I don't know how to give words to this, but I will try. This life is a collective of experiences, and these experiences come at us like you're playing baseball. Life's just throwing balls at you, and you can just watch the balls. You don't have to swing, you don't have to react. You can wait for the right ball to react to, but these experiences come at you, and then from an energetic point of view, it's like being tested. You're being tested, you're being tasered. Want you to react. This density, this realm, this illusion wants you to take it seriously, wants you to attach to it. It is the nature of, it's the wounded lion. It wants to attach, wants to react, wants to lash out, constantly being tasered. How do you not react to the tasing? Because it is a perception of energy being received. Energy is coming into me, and the instinct is to react. So part of this process of alchemy is to notice that energy is coming in, and attaching to it will electrocute me. And just like a circuit board, right, that an electrical current needs to be grounded, and that if conscious energy is entering this vessel, then part of my duty is to ground it, because if I don't, that is the storm. It stays up here. My job here is to ground it. How do I do that? I recognize energy that's being received, and then I focus my attention here, on my feet, to my senses. This is the process. This is alchemy. It's not reacting to it. Being a witness, it is a happening. I do not need religious texts to explain to me a happening. This is an experience. I have free will, I have choice. I could convert this energy into creativity, but that is for another time. I can always see. Where am I? Focus on the task at hand. Ground the energy. Another lightning bolt, another taser. Ground it. Ground it. Embody it. If I react, it is an emotional response. If I have an emotional response to this present moment, then I am manifesting fear. I am telling the universe, ow, that hurts, that tickles, stop that. If I do not react, I open the damn wall. How little can I react? How much of myself can I witness? Do I place myself in a cage? Do I say to myself, that is all I can witness? That is enough. No. I detach from the belief that I know myself. A sensation occurs and I focus here. A sensation occurs and I focus here. I'm not squeezing, I'm not bending. I am aware that there is a dimension here. There is an energy. There is a river. There is a movement. And I notice it. When you feel the breeze on your skin, how hard do you have to try to notice it? The tongue in your mouth, the sensation of your tongue is always there, yet is it always on your mind? This is responding. This is reacting. Ah. 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 This is a new tree. And it smells delicious. It feels like, how do I put this into words? If this is an instrument, a flute or a harp, feels like my strings are being played. Whoa. Whoa. If I were to name it, it would be pleasure. Whoa. Whoa. You know when you're so parched, so thirsty, that a drink of water is so good. I liken that to your nervous system, or if there's a passageway, if there's a tunnel that energy hasn't been down in a while, and the energy flows through there, it's like ding 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 ding. It's like parts of your brain switch on, and it's a remembering of that this experience in its nature is pleasurable. This is great to split. It's like we're being rewarded. We've done the hard work. That last log. Cool. And then this one. Oh. 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 Oh, baby. It's so good. We're in for a treat. Let's stay with the task. Oh, oh yes. Oh baby. Oh. The half-assed swing. Look at that. Oh. Look at that colour. I find it hilarious how much joy this brings me. Returning to self is illusional. the idea of would I be enjoying this so much in company? And I wonder, well, it's just me here. Yes, there's other people around, but not here with me. And when they're in the vicinity, I don't feel like talking. It's another part of the journey, but it's just part of acceptance. This is where I am. This is part of the journey. And part of me wants to weep that I'm in my body. Like I can feel, and it doesn't mean the storm's past, but courage is there, you know? And I wanted to sleep, I wanted to avoid it, and then focus here, stay here. Ground, it's just the beginning. You haven't transmuted anything yet. Oh, that sound. So good. Oh yes. I see green. I see green above me. Do you sing? It's green tower. If you think it, then do it. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. 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 or just an acknowledgement of this experience is that there is, for whatever reason, right, the jungle that we're lost in is there is a flavor of victim mindset. Without going too much into it, without going into the details, there is this flavor there. And when this flavor is in the mouth, there is an inclination of grieving, that grief flows easier because it fits the narrative of the self-told story at this given moment. And what I'm just noticing now is this, like joy, an aversion to joy, which, to hear this statement, instantly gets condemned, right? And the voice and the thought is, that's ludicrous. Who would have an aversion to joy? And I can feel, I notice that its expression isn't full. And it's back into the storm of trying to think my way through emotion. And it's another taser. It's another curveball. And all I have to do is ground it. Nothing to attach to, there's nothing to hold on to. Let it flow through you. Focus on the task at hand. We are alchemizing. We are in a process of transmutation. And there's a hypersensitivity there. And there's a part of me that believes that the right combination of words is my liberation. That if I can stack my thoughts in a particular order, then I free myself. But how is thinking observing? No matter how much I think about splitting this log, no matter the quality of thoughts that I put into splitting this log, no amount of thinking is going to split the log. No amount of analyzing is going to ground this energy. So I recognize this. That the receptionist of this experience is in a way frantically desperate to compare this experience to another, desperate to label it. He feels he's going to lose his job, and then who's going to feed his family? Who's going to pay the rent? This receptionist of the mind has deemed themselves important. When there is no building, there is no desk, there is no boss. The self-imposed task of labeling everything and anything when none of it exists. None of it matters. Delusional. Receptionist of delusion. Receptionist of delusion. Mop! I see a crack. Oh, bouncy. 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 Ah. Are we going through the middle on this one? I'm gassed. I'm gassed. Oh yeah. Oh, right in the tailbone. Oh. Whoa, part of me wants to stop. Part of me feels like there's a destination. Again, wanting to sleep. Again, the sensation on the top of my head. Come back into your body. Focus here. Ground, let go. Do not react. Focus on the task. We're not pushing through, we're allowing ourselves through. Sometimes in a river there's rapids and there's rocks. You think just because I couldn't go through the middle that I would give up. Think think I'm gonna judge myself on a moment of weakness. Get fucked. It kind of feels like my body is in a fever state. Like I feel warm and there's a sensation of cold around me. Especially the top of my head. Still, it's almost like there's an ice cube there, right? And I can feel something on my breath. It's interesting to notice that part of me feels like we're going somewhere. Part of me feels like at some point we're going to finish. But this is a process. Does a river stop flowing when it meets the ocean? Like, what happens? Like, does it ever stop? The ocean gets transmuted and becomes clouds. These clouds move, they change in temperature, they start to fall, becomes rain, and it begins the process again, becomes a river, has an experience, returns to the ocean, becomes clouds again. To be an alchemist, do you ever stop alchemizing? Does the work ever stop? It's transmutation. It's allowing. I'm not grabbing energy and pushing it in to be something else. No. I am sitting on the bank of the river and I am watching the river. Sometimes I am the river, sometimes the river is me. Sometimes I'm in my body, sometimes I'm not in my body. Sometimes I am, sometimes I am not. I chose this. I choose this. Come back into your feet. Come back to the base of your spine. There is work to do, there is work to be done. Gorgeous noise. There are moments where I give in to the emotion. I can just fully channel it into the wood. And then almost become dizzy, almost become drunk from it. And in those moments I witness the storm. Give up. Lie down. Stop. You've done enough. It's not that I'm reaching for something. It's that I'm dancing with it. The music hasn't stopped. I'm enjoying this process. Even these experiences are like signposts. And when I yawn, it's part of the alchemy of embodiment, because you cannot be anxious and yawn simultaneously. You cannot yawn if you're avoiding something. So remember this: if you're in company and you yawn, it means you're at ease. Yawning is a very good sign of embodiment, of letting go, being content, being held, relaxed. So we continue. It's still raining, it's still lightning, sensation at the top of the head is still there. There's still work to be done. And it's not about finishing the task, it's about having a task. When I chop through all this wood, I'll find more wood. I choose this path. I am an alchemist, and there is no energy I cannot transmute. There is no experience or expression that I cannot witness. I will ground everything. There is no log I cannot split. There is no person I cannot hold space for. I will love all of myself, one swing at a time. Because I know that I already love myself. And I know all I have to do is remove the layers of belief that think otherwise, because it's just a thought. We only think ourselves out of harmony. Our nature is harmony. We are one experience. We are one flow of energy. And my task is to embody this consciousness. The fire is not afraid of being burnt. You are twisted. Not so twisted as to not be split. Oh, baby. This is the last log of the episode. Oh. And it's a beast. Oh. Oh. It's a beast. Because I do want to meditate. We've moved a lot together. We've done it together. This is a collective experience. This is a shared experience. You and me and an axe. We can accomplish a lot. We can accomplish nothing. Because at the heart of everything that's said today is nonsense. At the heart of this experience, oh, it's funny. And it's fun. We've moved a lot. We've moved a lot. We've stirred up the heavens. We've created this movement in the sky, in the breeze. And this breeze symbolizes new life, because when we move energy within inside us, when we let it go, when we ground the energy coming in, it's new, it's fresh, it's vibrant, it's a whole new experience. A part of me died today, and a part of me was reborn. I'm remembering. Nothing was created. We just removed some rubble. We just cleaned the lens a bit. Life was always beautiful. I'm not the one that makes it beautiful. It's just how much of this beauty can I perceive? How wide can my eyes be to witness consciousness? How open can my heart be to listen, to feel, to express, to be? You know? It's just the beginning. What else do you want to show me? You're a beast! Beast! Oh! Bouncy! Bouncy! Will you give? There's a crack! Oh! Bouncy, bouncy. I got time for you. I got time for this. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I've really enjoyed this episode. Of Axe and Man. I'm not you. I'm not new to what I'm doing. This is what I love to do, but I'm new to filming it. I'm new to documenting it. And I understand it's a shared experience. I've shared with you. It's you to share with me. We're in this together, it's collectively. So what can we unbox together? I value this moment. It's given me an opportunity to know myself that little bit more. I may not have found my way out of the jungle, but I'm starting to like the jungle, or remembering how much I like the jungle. It's a wonderful thing. This delusion of mine. There we go. Oh! Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh, you're a beast. Focus on the task at hand and ground whatever energy comes your way. Swing from the hips to the feet. How often do you hear that? You know, you throw a ball. It's your legs, your hips. You throw a punch. It's your feet, it's your hips. You know? You swing an axe. It's in the feet, it's in the hips. When you walk, when you run, it starts at your feet. An experience happens. Give it to your feet. Oh. Oh. This one is rattling my skull. Oh. Ah. 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 sense of floating away, delirious, and it's not unpleasant. Oh, really excited to sit beneath a tree. Oh, oh, oh. And much of this process of alchemy is allowing to just lean back and receive. Have you ever experienced that stream of consciousness? And it could be like, an example would be when you're falling asleep and your imagination, or whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, is moving rapidly, and then when you notice that you're starting to dream, that the phenomenon stops, and then you're back in your experience. So you know that window of you're perceiving into your subconscious mind, whatever label you want to, this like stream of consciousness, this flow of consciousness. It can be witnessed in a sitting position, when the spine is vertical, when you can completely relax, and it's very similar to falling asleep. You don't fall asleep, you witness the experience, and do your best to not react to it. It's just an experience. I urge you to try it. Like, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and pretend as if you're falling asleep. And if you sleep, that's fine. Like, have absolutely no attachment to the experience. It's not meant to be this or that. But try it. Try to just sit comfortably, close your eyes, and do nothing. Sleeping is not an action. Is a boat trying to float? Doesn't the boat just float? This is yoga. Move energy, do the work for meditation. This is why I'm doing it. I am so excited to do nothing. All this action, all this expression, all this contemplation, all this alchemy, all this transmutation is for meditation. I feel most alive when it seems like I don't exist. And no amount, oh, it's gorgeous. No amount of speaking compares to silence. No collection of words can ever mimic a tangible experience. Experience trumps everything. Everything. about what it's like to swing an axe, and it's futile. No amount of theory compares to practice or experience. No amount of conversation will make you feel whole. No amount of attention from others compares to the attention of yourself. Know your worth. We're nearing the last swing. That's all she wrote. The message of today is I choose this path. And there's nothing I can't transmute. And there is no log I cannot split. Whatever experience comes my way, I embody it, I ground it, I let it go. I detach, I do not react. I am here, and that is enough. Thank you for being here with me today. See you on the next episode.